Hey guys, this is Prabhat. Today we'll learn on how to create a private test network on Ethereum for playing around. Why you'd want to build one? So that you can perform all the experiments that you'd like to without costing you any real ether. Let's go ahead. The first thing that you're gonna have is your Ethereum client. So download the Ethereum wallet that also contains Ethereum client, get client. Okay, quickly come here and you have some kind of quick tutorials plus then the download links out here, and depending on the version that you need, depending on the platform, pick up one. I'm running on Ubuntu. Then in that particular case I have downloaded Ethereum wallet Linux 64 7.6 zip, and what I have here is this is what I downloaded: Ethereum wallet. This is a zip file. It contains this folder. I've already extracted this here. This is what it contains. It has got Ethereum wallet executable file. This is what the mist wallet is, and then there is a folder called resources here, under which you have node get. This is the get go client for Ethereum network. Okay, so now what we need before we go ahead and create the network, let's go to your home folder. There are generally, whenever you run a mist wallet, it creates a folder called Ethereum, and when we will start mining, it creates a folder called .ethash. So for now, let's go ahead and delete these folders. I had, when I was connected to the main network, this particular folder was created .ethereum, and I simply renamed that to .ethereum original, because then if I would not have saved this, then I would have had to resynchronize with the entire network, which takes a lot of time. So didn't really want to repeat that. So just as simple as that. Okay guys, so coming back to on how to start things. So generally the idea here is that let's understand about how Ethereum networks are actually created, or for that matter any blockchain network. While every block in the network has a predecessor whose information the next block contains, and that is what is the chain of blocks. However, there is one block in the entire blockchain, the very first block, which is called the Genesis block, which does not have a predecessor, and that is where it all starts. So what we need to do is that we need to create a Genesis block, and from there on, well, we can begin. So you have ready-made documentation available out here on ethereum.getbooks.io, a frontier guide, and under the section of connecting to the network, you have a good amount of documentation available. You can go ahead and read this, and let's come to the particular section on how to create the custom networks. Basically, the idea here is that you got to create a Genesis file whose format looks something like this: alloc, nonce, difficulty, mix hash, and kind of things, and then initiate the network. So what I've done is that I have created this particular file, and just take a look at this. This is the same file. What I'll do is that I'll just increase the size for you guys to read it, and this is what it is. So we have got all of this information. We have got nonce, which is required. I'll come back to that again, and kind of just take a look at this difficulty level. This is way smaller, a very small value, hexadecimal value, compared to the difficulty level that you'll be getting on the main network, where mining is very difficult because of the higher difficulty level. On your private network, because we have kept it very low, mining will be very fast. So let's go ahead and run some commands. Okay, minus here. Okay, so we have this. So let me do one thing. Let me oops. Okay, so we are here. So let's do something called get init and then genesis.json. What I'll do is that I'll create a genesis block. Let's go and take a look at our folder. There's a new Ethereum folder that got created. Okay, so these are the contents. So now we can either start, we'll first need to start the Go client for Ethereum, and because what I've done is that after from my download folder, when I extracted this, after this I put this copied this folder into my home apps here. Okay, I just like my applications to be the one that do not get installed anywhere, to be present in the apps folder. So that makes my life a little bit easier. So I can either first, and what I've also done is that I've put this particular folder because I need to run the Ethereum wallet from here, and then we have this node that we need to run. So I have added both of these in the path like this. Path is equal to over here this particular section, Ethereum wallet, and then the second one here, get, so that I can run them directly. Now while we are here, now let's run get minus network ID is equal to say 5. A network ID of 1 is basically your main network, which is the main live Ethereum network. So we don't really want to connect to that. Let's create a simple network ID. You connect to a network ID of 5 or 6 or whatever arbitrary number, and then console, because we want to be typing commands to see things. Okay, so starting server, and server started. So now if we take a look at, now we can actually go and let's start the Mist wallet. Okay, I double clicked on Ethereum wallet, it starts, the node is connected, it shows private net, remember this, launch application, because I was trying to play a little bit, I was trying to generate some ethers, but then initially it tries to get the information, then it's blank, there are no accounts. This is how it will look like when you first time run the Mist client. Okay, so now let's come to the terminal and let's start mining. Miner.start, I'll say 1. I've got, because of testing, we are not really doing some real mining on the main network, and I do not really want my CPU to be utilized fully. So the parameter 1 that I'm passing right now is actually the number of threads. So I just want one thread to be there. Okay, so unfortunately it didn't really work. It gave me an error saying that start mining without Etherbase address. Etherbase address must be explicitly specified. It essentially means that I do not really have an Ether address where all the mining rewards can be collected. So how do you get that? You can either do that from command line, or you can create an account from Mist wallet by adding account. How do you check it from here? Like personal dot accounts, you type, okay, you don't get anything. This is how it look like, personal dot list accounts. That's the, sorry, it wasn't personal dot account, it's personal dot list accounts. This is a blank array that you see. all the accounts that you own on this particular node will be listed over here. So either we can create an account from command line, or we can create an account from the Mist wallet. Let's create an account from the Mist wallet. Add an account, create an account, and give a password. We'll give the password of secret. Okay, repeat the password, it will generate the account, and okay, your account is generated. And once you run this personal, you see you've got one account here. Wait, so now we are ready to start mining. Miner.start of 1. Okay, now still did not really start mining. It says generating DAG. DAG is directed acyclic graph. It'll take a little while for it to generate the DAG, and only after that it can start mining. And you'll see that, let's go to this particular folder here, your home folder. See, this particular folder has been created. So you have not Ethash folder. This is where your DAG is stored. Yeah. So this will take a little while. So I'll pause the video for a little while and come back. And in fact, before I pause, because you're on command line, you can type a couple of commands here, like eth. So this is JavaScript API of Ethereum. It'll show you quite a lot of things out here, functions and variables of the JavaScript object, and net. Okay, we have seen what eth, net, and personal, and we've got web3. Web3 is one of the utility libraries that we are going to be using quite a lot in future videos. And then you've got admin. Got a lot of things out here. Okay, so cool. So here, while the DAG is being generated, you can go ahead and try playing things around. I'll pause the video for a little while and come back when this is close to completion. Okay guys, here we are. So DAG generation is about to complete. It just got completed, and mining has started. Mine block, done. So many of these. Well, let's take a look at our Ethereum wallet. Your main account, and new ethers are getting deposited into your account. Total of, you'll see here, while the screen refreshes itself. Even at this rate, let's try to restart the Mist wallet and see if the flickering can get fixed. So that now the flickering does not really get fixed, but you see that you have ether getting deposited into your account, 150 ethers, 160 ethers, okay, at a pretty fast rate. And now since you have a lot of ethers, you can go ahead and create new accounts, create contracts wherever you need ether, and do literally anything that you want with all the ethers. Just remember that these ethers are not ethers of the main network, and you can't really use these ethers to send it to somewhere else on the main network. So that is it guys for now. In the next video we'll take a look at how to create smart contracts. See ya.